Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wanneroo Baseball Club. It is, of course, the Little League Development Shield Grand Final. We've got the Eastern Phantoms taking on the Central Firebirds. My name is Big Sexy, and my broadcast colleague is a man affectionately known as Jono. Jono, we're going to see it. We've just had a big morning of baseball, Little League. There's been machine pitch. But here we are. It's the Development Shield Final. Firebirds taking on the Phantoms.
This is going to be a tough game to follow the hour of para with the machine pitch, because that was outstanding.
It was. It was.
But yeah, this is a really interesting game. Obviously, these two charters are probably, two of the stronger charters that have been around for a number of years now. So it'll be an interesting matchup, because I think the later game will be also between these two charters. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is exciting. It is, as we said, it's the top, I don't want to say the top two charters, but two of the stronger charters, because, of course, Wanneroo's in there as well. But, Jono, as we get in, as the Phantoms dig in, give us a bit of a rundown of what we're going to see defensively from the Central Firebirds.
Well, quite an apt name to be up on the mound, Harvey Kershaw. He's pitching to Sam Joyce. You have Kieran Salavaduri at first, Jay Van Mill at second, Jack Barley at third, Hudson Crease at shortstop, and then James Lyon, Kenny Farmer, and Ethan Ferguson around the outfield. So,
when I saw those two Kershaw names, of course, Finlay and Harvey,
yeah.
I did think to myself, wow, I hope one of them pitches. And here we are, Harvey Kirsch.
And he's also wearing the number 22, so I'm taking that he's a Dodgers fan.
It's a shame he's not a lefty, but I tell you what, he started this at bat well. Has got the count to 1 and 2, and he's been pumping the zone, which, as we've discussed all morning, it's what you want to see. There he goes, 2 down. It is good to see at this age when they're just attacking the strike zone early.
We've got Ben Casado for the Eastern Phantoms. And just struck out looking to start the day. So a great start by Kershaw.
As exciting as the last game was, the machine pitch, of course, if you're joining us on BWA's YouTube channel, you would have seen that. I think these next two games this afternoon are going to be action-packed, full of fun, as the next batter, Lachlan Ellis, comes to the plate for Eastern Phantoms.
Kershaw's out pounding the zone to start with.
See a little skip to the plate from Ellis. Love that. Big swing there. That one's fouled off over the right side.
And one of my early coaches always said, you've got to be happy to hit. You've got to want to go out and hit. It's probably the hardest thing in sports to do. So at least be happy. You might not be happy when you leave.
Good point. Yeah, I've been very unhappy many a times. The 0-2 here from Kershaw. Ground ball to second base. There you go. A little bit of defense there from the Central Firebirds, getting the second out of the inning. The ground ball over there to, who was that playing second base for them? Van Mill. Great bit of fielding. And the 0-2 from Kershaw is something that I didn't think I would say today either. I tell you what, Kersh, he's been out there. Just getting it done. 2 quick outs for the Firebirds.
That brings up Michael Watts. Watts strings through the first pitch by Kershaw, so he goes down 0 balls and 1 strike.
Big swing from Watts. Ooh.
Ooh. And I heard that one from here.
Yeah, look, he's not selling it. He's not selling it at all, but that one sounded like it stung a little bit. A few words there. They're polite words at
polite,
this age.
yes, I think it was my bad.
I'm sorry, man.
So,
hey, it's all good. Everyone's happy. So.
Hit by pitch ball. So the first base runner for the Eastern Phantoms.
Next up to the plate for the Phantoms is Lex Goma, catcher. Sorry, playing second base. Wearing number 2. Get there.
Foul tips that one to Sam Joyce, the Firebirds catch-up.
Another good swing from Goma.
Nice little breaking ball there. So they're not afraid to throw their breaking balls.
Yeah. Strike 3, Kershaw. 3-pitch strikeout there, and that's going to do it for the Firebirds in the top of the first.
Very Clayton-esque.
We'll be right back. The bottom half of this inning.
The Challenger Baseball game is the World Series of baseball for special needs children with disabilities. We see our kids arrive here in Williamsport and enjoy the great sport of baseball in a non-competitive, safe environment.
It's a game that we as umpires look forward to all week. I'll guarantee you that if you asked them about what was the best game here, it was the Challenger game.
The Challenger team is from First Colony Little League, which is a suburb of Houston, just like we are. How are you? Awesome. Great job.
It's great that the two teams that are playing today for the U.S. Championship are represented by a team here in the Challenger game. I think that's just awesome.
What's your name?
Matthew.
Matthew. All right, Matthew, give us some knuckles.
When the young man ran all the way down to home plate without the assistance of the wheelchair, there weren't many dry eyes in the stadium.
Crowd's making noise. What a great round of applause. Look at the smile on his face.
We get kids who come out who, you know, maybe they aren't real happy in their lives because of whatever disability they may be experiencing. But when they get on the field, it is a real growth for those kids because I think they are feeling success.
Welcome back. Oh, we're jumping in. I apologise. My name is Big Sexy. I'm, of course, joined by Jono here at Wanneroo Baseball Club. We are here for the Little League Development Shield Grand Final, top of the inning. We saw Firebirds come out and some solid pitching, and now's their chance to respond. Jono, give us a rundown of the defensive lineup here for the Eastern Phantoms and how they stack up.
Okay, Joel Amu is on the mound today, and he's pitching to Ben Casotto. We have Aiden Jones, Lex Gomez. I've written Aiden Jones down twice.
Jonesy, doing it all.
Caden Ralph at third base.
That one's grounded over to first. Steps on the bag. Jonesy doing it. There he is.
Lachlan Ellis is at shortstop. And in the outfield, Orlando Messina, Gus Kelly, and Leith Morgan.
Quick first out for the Eastern Phantoms. Again, it's just good to see. These pitchers are out just pounding the zone. Now up to bat for the Central Firebirds, Zachary Prescott. That first pitch is down for a ball. And that's ball 2, high. Big swing out into right center. That's going to get down for Prescott. And that's going to be a base hit to open up the hit column for the Central Firebirds. One out, runner on first base. Next up to bat for the Firebirds is Hudson Priest. Good bit of hitting there, John.
Oh, look, yeah, ball was away. Took the ball away out to right field. Just dunked it in for a single. So, because as you well know, Big Sexy, base hits wins games, not home runs.
Yeah.
As that one goes high from Amu.
Hey.
One ball.
I'll take a single or a double into that right center alley any day of the week.
I never hit home runs, mate. So
no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it
Single
wasn't
or a
my
double.
thing.
I'll
So.
take it. Big single guy right here. 2-0. That's a big swing from Priest. I think he's going to strike one. I'll take it to 2-1. Tell you what, the intensity's picked up a little bit. I thought it was pretty high in the machine pitch game as that one's driven up the middle by Priest. They're going to make the play at second. No, he slid in there, so safe at second. One out, runners on first and second. The Central Firebirds, here they come. Looking good with the bats so far. But yeah, the intensity here, it's picking up. I think it's going to be electric as this game draws longer, and of course later on this afternoon. Now up to bat for the Central Firebirds, it is Jack Barley. Good healthy swing there on strike one.
Well, it's one thing about these kids. They don't get cheated on a swing.
They're out here to swing the bat. That's what we want to see, though. Ooh, that one's down in the dirt. This one's over the top. That's strike two. Amu getting it done. Yeah, he's giving him a couple of barrels. Good guys on first and second, but tell you what, just keeps pounding the zone. One's away.
Good morning, good evening, and good night. Three pitches and first strikeout of the day for the Eastern Phantoms hurler.
Here we go, the centre fielder. Now batting for Central Firebirds is Farmer. That one's driven out into right field. That should score a run from second base. Maybe even a second run all the way from first as Kenny Farmer's going to third. It doesn't matter. That's going to be a stand-up triple. 2 RBIs for Kenny Farmer. And the Central Firebirds are going to take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first.
Good hitting there by Farmer. Just took the outside pitch, took it away, hit it over the first baseman's head, and comes in with a stand-up triple.
It's awesome. It's good to see. Now batting for the Central Firebirds, number 6, Ethan Ferguson. See if he can score another run with 2 outs. One's down. Ethan's gone with not only the eye black, but he's got a little, put it into the shape of a cross or something there, I think we can see. That's elite eye black game. As he takes a big hack there for strike one. Counts now 1-1. Pitches up. You never did that when you were playing first base, Jono, with the...
Nah, not to that
that
extent,
okay.
mate. No, just underneath.
I've seen you do the clean lines, you can do the smear, and
you can do the double as well.
yeah,
You can do the tick. There's a multitude of things you can do now.
good pitch there
With
from
eye black.
Amu. That takes the count to 2-2. Ferguson score another run for the Firebirds. Big swing on a high pitch, but Amu gets the third out, but not before the damage was done by Kenny Farmer. Big 2 RBI triple to give Firebirds the lead.
Acing your recovery game is key for backing up your performance. Choose food and drinks that will provide you with the 4 R's of recovery. Refuel with carbohydrates to replace the energy you used up. Repair your muscles with protein and help reduce your risk of injury. Revitalise with fruit and vegetables to look after your immune system so you don't get sick. And rehydrate with water to replace the fluid lost in sweat.
Back to baseball. WA's Think Again Little League Development Shield Grand Final between the Eastern Phantoms and the Central Firebirds. So looks like we've got some change of positions going on here.
Yeah, well, if you're just tuning in, though, I tell you what, big as we said at the bottom of the inning, big 2 out, 2 RBI triple from Kenny Farmer to give the Firebirds the lead. And Kershaw, number 22, on the bump. So it's all happening. This is awesome. But, we're in for a ripper of a game here.
So coming up now for Eastern Phantoms is number 11, Gus Kelly, the centre fielder. As Kershaw fires one and hits the outside corner for strike one.
Strikes are so important, and we've seen it from both pitchers in this game already. It's a high one. Kelly goes after it. Strike 2. Can't defend against walks.
No.
I don't think we're not going to see too many of them. That one's down and away.
1 ball, 2 strike count on the leadoff hitter, Gus Kelly. Fouls that one back. The count remains at 1 and 2.
2 strike swing there from Kelly, just fouls it off. See if he can start it up for the Eastern Phantoms.
Burt for evens the count up at 2 and 2. A big inning here for the Eastern Phantoms. They can push a couple across just to put that gap in, and well pitched there. So the 3rd strikeout of the day for Mr. Kershaw. I'll call him Mr. from now on.
Mr. Kershaw. Harvey Kershaw.
Harvey.
Of course, there are a couple of Kershaws in the team. And yeah, good strikeout there from Kershaw. I think I did mention the eye black before it was in a cross. I think it's actually in the Firebirds F logo. I don't think it's a cross.
That would be...
Yeah, so would make more sense. Yeah, right? So there we go. Strike 1 there.
On Aidan Jones, who's the first baseman for the Phantoms today. Ball outside, so 1 ball, 1 strike. That one gets fouled over for a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Kershaw's been really effective and really efficient with pitches here. Hasn't wasted too many.
Hate to sound like a broken record, but yeah, he's just done that.
And
he's kept throwing strikes.
Picks up his 4th strikeout of the day in 1 2/3 of an inning.
Not much more you can ask from a young pitcher in a game like this.
No, up there throwing strikes. And as I said last game, as I always do, as the music becomes very, very loud, the biggest inning is always the one after you score.
Absolutely, and now up to the plate for the Eastern Phantoms is Caden Ralph. Strike 1 over the plate. Kershaw just doing Kershaw things. I guess that's all you can say. Ralph drives that down the right field line, but foul. Strike 2. Here's the 0-2.
Just a bit outside. Tried with the breaking ball.
A few groans from the crowd next to us. That was definitely up and away. That's all good.
A large crowd we have here today.
One's foul. No, that's pointed fair. Oh.
And close play at 3rd, and umpire has rung him up. So no instant replay here today. So that's the nice play by the 3rd baseman there, Jack Barley, to get the ball over. We thought foul at the start, but well picked up, well thrown over. So at the halfway through the 1st inning, these Central Firebirds ahead 2-0.
My name's Derek Bird and I'm the Group General Manager for Hartshire. Baseball WA and Hartshire, that relationship began With myself being a baseballer and being very much a club person, my kids are club people, and they were just relationships that have been fostered over the last decade or so, and the opportunity arose to get involved with Baseball WA at a higher level, and we're using that as a vehicle to work back into the community through Clubland. So sponsorship is important to Harcher because of the staff we employ and the roles that they play in their own communities. That we feel that this is a way that we can connect back with not only our staff but with our customers. Volunteer sports are generally run on the breadline, and they need support and they need some additional resource for them to be viable and for them to be successful, and we feel that we can play that role not only from a sponsorship point of view but also a supply of product point of view. The sporting club route is a really beneficial route for our business because we can touch so many parts of the role that they play. Most of their revenue is generated through the canteen and the bar and the kitchen. These sporting clubs are volunteer organisations. They need a little bit of help.
Welcome back to Baseball WA's Think Again Little League Development Shield Final. And up at the plate for the Firebirds, we have Finlay Kershaw. And he goes to 1-1. So the Firebirds got on the board early, jumped out as Kershaw swings over the top of that pitch for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. Armu's up doing his job, throwing strikes.
One's in the dirt, but I'll tell you what, yeah. Hey, both pitches just come out and thrown a bunch of strikes. Pounded the zone. I mean, get a counter up on the screen for how many times I say that. As that one's going to be a base hit up the middle for Kershaw. Going to get Firebirds into the hit column for this inning, that's for sure.
4th hit of the day for the Firebirds. And that brings up his brother, pitcher Harvey Kershaw. Should ask him if the 22 is because of Clayton.
He'll say, Clayton who?
I'll say that retired old bloke.
Yeah.
So,
strike 1. It's going to dribble to the back net. It's going to advance Kershaw. With Kershaw at the plate. None out. See the Firebirds move the runner over or even score a run with something in the outfield. Swing there on a pitch down. Takes it to 0-2. Contact here for Kirsch. That one's fouled away.
That one gets fouled in, almost into the commentary booth.
Yeah, it nearly got us, but it did get photographer for the Stars, Mike Barr. He's sitting off to our right as Harvey Kershaw is making this a really good at-bat, fouling off tough pitches from Armu. That one's away. Spits on that, so they'll take it to 1-2.
Speaking of photos, so Mike, on your website, will the photos be up? Which is Mike Barr Photography? No?
Harvey Kershaw grounds out to second base.
Yeah, just Google Mike Barr photos. It'll be up on Facebook. So, all photos taken here today.
At Mike Barr Photo on Instagram if you're a Instagram savant. Yeah, there's a link there. I frequent it myself. Mike's done a fantastic effort all year and for years. I've been a big supporter of Mike. Of course, he's great photos there as that's ball 1 for my podcast stuff. So we thank you for what you do, Mike. You do a fantastic job. As now we see up to the plate Sean Collison as that one's ball 2. So a little bit of pressure here from the Firebirds, hoping to sneak across another run with a runner on third and 1 out. Armu, you would say, seems unfazed, although the count now is 3-0. But the composure just doesn't really change. He's just up there, just throwing the ball. And that's a 4-pitch walk. Now runners on first and third with one out. Could we see a double play here?
Well, we
Jono?
saw one in the machine pitch.
We did.
Earlier
did.
today, so
It'd-
anything is possible.
It'd help the Phantoms. It would help the Phantoms. As now the catcher, Sam Joyce, comes to the play for the Firebirds with one away. That one dribbles away. The runner's going to advance from first to second, but we're not going to see a run home. The Firebirds now second and third, one out. And Joyce drive a run home for the Firebirds.
Big swing and a miss there. Evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tell you what, one out, runners on second and third. I love it. I love to see a kid taking a big hack. It's a good shot to do it. That one's up from Amu. Another healthy swing from Joyce. Hey, I'm a big fan of it. Now for me is 2-2, one out. Second and third, you just need to shorten up, make contact. That pitch is away. Good. Guys. Draws it full, 3-2. Again, something over the plate. You just got to get the ball into play. Try and score a run with one out. And that ball's down. So that's going to be a full ball 4. And it'll load the bases up with one away. We see James Lyons come to the plate. The Central Firebirds, of course, as we mentioned, you're going to see, it's not your traditional 1 through 9, it's 1 through 13 or 12, depending on how many players. Everyone gets to bat in this tournament. Strike one from Amu.
Bases full of Firebirds here at the moment.
Strike two. Yeah, James Lyons quickly finds himself 0-2. Big strikeout as the Firebirds, sorry, as the Phantoms crowd puts their hands together for Amu there. That's a big second out, and like to go, you know, load of bases, get the punchy. Puts you in a pretty good position here. Try and limit some of the damage. If Amu can get out of this without scoring a run, giving a run up, that'd be huge for the Phantoms. Of course, now batting for the Firebirds is Kieran Silvadurai. Good pitch. Amu on the outside half. That's strike one. Takes it to 1-1. Silvadurai fouls that off. Good swing too. Another pitch on that outside half, it looked like, from here.
He's hit the outside corner well.
Yeah.
To start the game. So
no, he's just not phased. Like looking at the kid pitching, he's just not phased at all. Boom, comes to set. Silvadurai fouls it off again. He wants this out, Amu. It'd be huge. Like I said, man, load of bases and then get out of it. Come on now, that's huge.
Big, yeah,
Keeps it to a 2-run game. Silvadurai drives that into right centre. That's going to score at least 2, maybe 3. We'll see. Coach is waving him home. The throw comes in from centre field, but it's not in time or on line. And Silvadurai is going to get all the way up to third. So that is a bases clearing triple. And that's going to score 3 runs for the Central Firebirds. Silvadurai comes up huge with 2 out for the Central Firebirds.
they were a pitch away from getting out of that one, and now they've dropped down to 5 down below. So
It's tough. It's tough, especially for Amu. He was doing everything right. He kept that ball away. Silvadurai just made a really good adjustment, drove it into the right centre alley. scored like a 3-run triple, 2 out is huge, man. That's elite.
2 out, everybody's running, so
Absolutely.
was always going to score and clear the bases.
Now batting for the Central Firebirds, one of the best names you're going to see all day. It's Teddy Crosby. Have a go of him up there. He's got the shades on. He's got the elite name. Can he score another run? That one's called strike 2. Takes the count now to 1 and 2. Amu, get out of this. Against Crosby. We'll see. It's down and in. 2-2. Well, Jono, it's a ballerina. It's 2-2. Thank you very much. It's one of my better jokes.
How long have you been waiting to drop that one?
Yeah, I wanted to drop that the whole machine pitch game as Teddy Crosby bangs that into right field, and he's going to score another run for the Firebirds. Takes the score now to 6-0. Teddy Crosby comes up huge. 2 out. RBI single. That's going to flip the lineup card over for the Firebirds. We're going to see the leadoff hitter, second baseman.
As that brings out the Eastern Firebirds coach. You look at the hit pattern against Amu, everything's been out to centre and out to right field. There was one out to left field, but the rest have all been out to the right side. So obviously the Firebirds have an idea of what they want to do, which is punch the ball into the alley there.
Well, it means that the Firebirds are just sort of hitting the ball where it's pitched. And let's look to us from our angle. Now, if you're at home and you're watching the fancy over-the-top angle, you might tell us differently. But it's looked like Amu has just been making a living on the outside half here. And the Firebirds, to their credit, man, they're just seeing that pitch and it's going where it is, which is fantastic hitting at this age.
That brings up the original leadoff hitter, Jay Van Milt. Grounded out to the infield in the first innings.
Tell you what, this kid Van Mill looks like a gamer, man. I was watching him before the game, taking his practice swings. Actually, it was really cool to see all of the Firebirds out taking their swings before the game. They're all getting timed up off the pitcher, but Van Mill, nice lefty, good swing. Fouls that one off into the netting here, but yeah, it looks like a little gamer. See if he can come up huge and score another run for Firebirds.
Oh, again, got the colourful bat.
Yeah, they love the colourful bats, man. That's all about it. That one's down. He spits on that ball in the dirt.
Bill will be looking to drive in the runner. Teddy Crosby, who's at second base. He's in scoring position. And hits it over to the second baseman. He goes to first. And that is the inning complete, with the Firebirds adding 4 runs to currently lead 6-0.
Making sure you are fueled and ready to go doesn't start on event day, but at least the night before. Aiming to eat a more carbohydrate-rich meal, which contains proteins and veggies, is a great start. Some fueling and delicious dinner ideas include stir-fry, homemade burgers with wedges, curries with rice, lasagna, baked chicken schnitzel with rice and salad, and if you're short on time, store-bought cooked chicken with pasta and salad is a great idea. Before bed, give your muscles one last chance to build their energy stores. Add in a healthy after-dinner sweet snack. Ideas such as granola, fruit and yogurt, pikelets, fruit and yogurt, or warm milk with pikelets are easy and simple.
Welcome back to the Baseball WA Think Again Little League State Champs, with the Central Firebirds currently leading 6-0 against the Eastern Phantoms, and up on the hill to start the game has been Harvey Kershaw, and all he's done is allowed one base runner and struck out 4.
Yeah, he has been, as we're going to get a bit of a time call here, was it Jay Priest? Playing
Hudson.
shortstop? Sorry, Hudson Priest. Just caught a nasty hop on the throw over from the catcher there and popped up and got him in the face. Hopefully he's all right. He looks okay. Tough kid. That was a nasty hop. Just taking the overthrow from the catcher at second base. And all popped up on him, but he's good. He'll be right.
Where's that magic spray that we used to have years ago that you'd just run out and just spray it?
I do. I remember that.
It'd
Yeah.
be good.
I remember we'd play a few Japanese teams as kids, and they would always have the magic spray. And you think, what is that? But anyways, now batting for the Eastern Phantoms, it's Ethan Nurse. See if Kirsch can keep dealing like he has been. I mean, 4 punches, 2 innings, just pounding the zone. There it is right there.
Starts off with another strike.
I'd love to see the stats as far as how many balls and strikes, because it can't be many balls. That one's grounded to the shortstop. Little bobble, not going to be in time. That's unfortunate for Priest. That little bobble hurt him, as Phantoms now are going to have a runner on first base with none out. Don't know if that's going to go down as a hit or an error. Maybe a hit.
Yeah, our
Probably say a
scoreboard
hit.
doesn't show hits and errors here.
Yeah, well, let's say that's a hit. So there goes the no-hitter from Kershaw. That one's high.
Bringing up Orlando Messina.
Another big league name. What do we have? Teddy Crosby and Orlando Messina? That's some elite names.
Well, Kershaw, obviously.
Well, yeah, that's a given. Nice little breaking pitch on the outside half from Kirsch. Take it to 1-1. I tell you, if you're the Phantoms, you've just got to start chipping away at this big task, because that's what they've done there. Driven that one back up the middle from Orlando Messina. Now they're going to have first and second as that ball gets away, but to no avail. So we're going to run runners on first and second, none out. For Archie Klein, as he comes up to the plate here. Again, you've just got to keep the lineup moving over. Try not to give away too many outs if you're the Eastern Phantoms. You've got to start getting some runs. It is a 2-hour game. It's not the 90-minute, only hour of power that we saw previously, but you just don't want this to get too far away the way the Firebirds bats have been. That's strike 1 swing.
So 2 hours or 6 innings for this one. So
Okay.
as Kershaw just pumps in another strike.
That's strike 3. Kershaw with a 3-pitch strikeout. Take him to 5 Ks. 5 Ks on the day.
5 Ks for the day.
Elite.
He's doing exactly what his coach has asked him to do, no doubt. Just get up there, throw strikes, challenge the hitters. If they hit, tip your cap, say, well done.
Here we see runners on first and second, 1 out. Leith Morgan comes to the plate. Lefty. See if he can bang one into right field or somewhere in the outfield. Try and score a run here for Phantoms. Good eyes as that one skips away. That's going to advance both runners. The catcher's not sure where the ball is. He's found it now. Great spot here for the Phantoms. Get yourselves back into this game. Leith, drive a ball, make contact, really. Let's be honest. Contact here. Again, 1 out, second and third.
The right side of the Phantoms, the Firebirds infield is in. So they're looking probably to go home to squash the run. Now go to a 1-ball, 1-strike count on the right fielder, Morgan. Done exactly that, but they go over and they get the out at first, but not before the first Phantom run comes across the plate.
Hey, against the guy that's got 5 punch-outs on the day.
Take
right?
it. Yep.
And you're going to go and take a ground ball to second base to score your first run. That's a great job from Leith Morgan. Fantastic. As we see Joel Amu, the pitcher, come to the plate now. See if he can get something done with 2 out and a runner on third base. Kershaw just keeps throwing strikes. I mean, this is amazing. Really good job, Harvey Kershaw on the mound. Strike 2 for a big swing.
Now, what would be fantastic if young Finlay comes in relief. So you go back-to-back Kershaws.
We don't know. That might be in the books. Strike 3. That's his 6th punchy in the afternoon. Kershaw finishes it. Yeah, he gave up a run, but great pitching from Central Firebirds. The score, 6-1 in favour of the Central Firebirds.
About having to do it, right? Did you actually go?
Hey, Dad. Can I have some?
No, love.
Good call, Dad.
It's easier to say no when we all say no.
Here's to generations of fearless, unstoppable.
Hit hard on the ground from his knees. She is safe.
I can, and I will.
Good game for Monet Davis.
And I am. Here's to the next generation. Find your league. Get in the game.
Welcome back to the Central Firebirds versus the Eastern Phantoms. Baseball WA Think Again Little League Development Shield. So currently we're halfway through the 3rd inning and the Firebirds have a 6-1 lead over the Phantoms. Phantoms did well to come back, score a run that inning. So that now brings up to the plate Zach Prescott. Prescott singled and scored in the first innings.
Joel Amu's out for his 3rd inning of work. He's been unfortunate there. Gave up a couple of big hits in that last inning, but you know, he's been around the zone and he's thrown plenty of strikes. We'll see if he can limit the Firebirds and give the Phantoms a chance to answer back. That ball's laced to shortstop. The throw sort of popped out. The ball sort of popped out of his glove. So hard hit. Comes back with a throw. It just wasn't in time. And that's going to lead to the Firebirds getting their first base runner for this inning.
And that brings up Hudson Priest. Hudson scored a run, singled out to centre field last at bat. Goes for strike 1.
He also took a nasty hop, as we saw at the top of that last inning, off the overthrow, and he looks all right now. He's fine. Took a ball off the face. He's good. He's a gamer. Swings at that high strike there. Takes it to 0-2.
Defensive swing there. Fouls one off.
I like what I'm seeing from these Firebirds. Yeah, they're up 5 runs, but the at-bats have been solid. They've been taking healthy swings. They're really trying to hit the ball where it's pitched. As he fouls that one off over our heads. You know, Amu is sort of living on that outside half. We spoke about this last inning, but he's there just take. Okay, you're going to put it there? We're going to drive it that way. Really, really, really good signs from the Firebirds. As we see that again, that one's banged into right field, but foul. Very close. That could have been double, triple territory. Not sure.
Double territory.
Double territory. Sure. Okay. Tell you what, if you're the Firebirds, all right, like don't change a thing. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're up by 5 runs. You're swinging the bats well. You got Kershaw on the mound, which should be illegal how well he's pitching right now, right? Like, let's face it. So, yeah, six Ks on the short few innings of work. There's a big punch out there for Amu against Priest. That's a good out there for the Phantoms. It's going to be the first out of the inning.
Third strikeout today for Amu. That brings up for the Firebirds, number 23, Jack Barley, third baseman. Takes ball one. Got a runner on first base with the one out.
Popped up. Is there going to be room for the first baseman to make the catch? He does. A little diving catch there. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. Half the Phantoms, no, I think they were running off, but they were just selling. They were just celebrating. What a catch there
Nice
from
play,
Nurse.
yeah, nice play.
Wowee. It's going to be the second out of the inning. He's got some mud on those pants there.
As the new lights here at the Wanneroo Club come on. It's been a bit of a gloomy, overcast day.
Strike one there from Amu to Kenny Farmer, who, of course, had a big triple in the second or the first inning. Can't remember.
First, she drove in the first two runs.
Yeah,
yep.
First inning. There we go. So looking to continue that form here. 0-2 with 2 out.
Up high. A 1 ball, 2 strike count. Zach Prescott on first base as Amu punches out. Farmer, nice pitch on the outside corner for strike number 3. And that has kept the Firebirds off the scoreboard in the third inning. So at the end of the third, sees the Central Firebirds 6 and Eastern Phantoms coming up to bat with 1.
Good Sports provides a great deal of assistance to all associations.
We're extremely lucky that we've got an organisation like Good Sports that provide us with the education to implement the right policies.
The guidelines and resources that are available to us free of charge on the website are fantastic, easy to navigate, amazing to use, an excellent source of information for our members and our volunteers.
Good Sports has been great because they've been able to provide us a guideline to follow, and it's been a lot easier rather than setting something up from scratch. We've also been able to promote our club and get new members in and sponsors, and to know that we're doing the best we can for the community.
The legal requirements to operate a sporting association are many and varied. Good Sports provides simple, straightforward procedures to ensure that we comply with those obligations.
Well, back here at the home of the WA Baseball Little League State Championships, the Wanneroo Club. We've now got the lights on, the brand new lights that were installed and activated for the first time this week for our championship here. And coming up to bat is the original leadoff hitter for the Eastern Phantoms, catcher Ben Casuto. Casuto struck out looking in the first inning to the Firebirds pitcher Kershaw. And Kershaw goes out with a little broken ball and misses on the outside as we welcome back my co-commentator Jeremy Sexton.
Yeah, I was just doing some roving reporting there, just trying to get the facts on the new lights here in Wanneroo. They look fantastic. Didn't get any information, sorry, but yeah, I tried. Kershaw comes back with a rare 3-ball, no strike count. Kershaw today.
Starting his fourth inning of work.
Leaves that one up, and that's going to be a very rare 4-pitch walk. Kershaw, so maybe we're seeing a bit of tiredness there, a bit of fatigue.
That brings on the Firebirds coach to have a chat.
There he goes. Even he knows. He goes, this isn't right. What's happened? How have you not struck anyone out yet? What's happened? It's good. Just giving him a bit of a pep talk there. None out, runner on first base. And, of course, brings up Lachlan Ellis for the Eastern Phantoms.
Went up, faked the bunt, drew it back for ball number 1. Kershaw's just struggling to find the zone a little bit to start the fourth inning.
I don't mind this from the Phantoms. They've had a few innings of swinging it. They've only scored 1 run. Maybe they need to just get a ball in play, move a guy around. They've done that here. As Ellis gets the bunt down well, advances the runner to second base. 1 out. Runner on second base. Got a guy in scoring position now. Up for the rest of the team to see if they can drive him in.
Well, you got the meat of the lineup, the heart of the lineup coming up for the Phantoms. So
look, you're facing a guy Kershaw who's struck a bunch of you out. So all right, let's make the defense do some work. I don't mind it. Yeah, you're down by 5 runs, but hey, got to start doing something. Momentum shifts in funny ways, doesn't it?
It does, and always a fan. I'm always a fan of small ball. Just do anything to get your players on and get them over. That brings Michael Watts up to plate. Michael was hit right between the numbers in his last at bat. And looks like Kershaw's found the zone again.
He's not getting cheated on those 2 swings. All that one. It's going to be another punchy for Kershaw.
It's the 7th of the day.
Wow, 7 Ks. That's the 2nd out of this inning.
That brings up the second baseman, Lex Goma. Goma was one of Kershaw's strikeout victims in the first inning. Drive the runner in. Again, both pitches there. Jeremy just living on that outside corner.
Yeah, it just looks like Goma was just a bit out in front of that. He sort of adjusts there and stays back a little more and drives that into foul territory. But that's all Kershaw's done. Just pound the zone. Yeah, they'll make the adjustment. They'll foul one off.
That one gets through. And runner advances over to third base.
Still 1-2, 2 out. Guy that's punched out 7 on the day. The Firebirds, you think. Kershaw's got it. Goma fouls that off. He's not going easily, though. Good at bat from Goma.
Special deals. And well hit. And that'll score the run. And score the second run for the Phantoms.
Hard hit ball there from Goma, scores the second run, but you see Priest at shortstop. Hit a bit harder than he's probably used to, just gets caught sort of doing like a backhand in a forehand position. A bit of a shame, but hey, it's good if you're an Eastern Phantoms fan because that's your second run of the game. Cuts the deficit now to 4.
Exactly what the Phantoms scoreboard pressure. Add another one on, add another one on.
Yeah, look, if you're probably thinking to yourself, all right, these kids have pitch limits. That's all high. Okay, if we can get 2 runs out of Kershaw, or against Kershaw, that's great, right? Pitch great. Maybe there's a chance to get into the bullpen later in the game for the Phantoms. Strike 1 there. So you've got to be thinking, hey, cool, get what we can get. Hopefully we can get some late.
Yeah, Gus Kelly up now for the Phantoms.
Pitches up.
Has run the count to 3 balls and 1 strike.
The discipline from Kelly there. That's a pitch a lot of guys from the Phantoms have been swinging at. Kershaw.
And swings through to have a full count now.
3-2, 2 out. See the runner in motion. That's ball 4.
So it looks to be Kershaw just starting to tire a little bit.
Oh, look.
It's pitched a terrific game.
Yeah, he's, throwing, 4 innings? Bunch of strikeouts. He's thrown a lot of pitches. I'm sure he's obviously got that pitch limit in his back pocket. The coaches would know. They've probably saved him for a game like this.
That brings up the Phantom's first baseman, Aidan Jones. He swings through the first pitch for strike number 1. So Kershaw looking, if he can, to make quick work of Jones here. As well taken. Diving catch there by the second baseman, Jay Van Mill, and that closes out the book on the 4th inning here at the Wanneroo Club, as we see the fact that the Phantoms have scored a run that inning, but they now trail the Firebirds 6-2.
Hey, Dad. Can I have some?
No, love.
Good call, Dad.
It's easier to say no when we all say no.
And we're back here at the Wanneroo Giants Baseball Club for the Development Shield final. It is the bottom of the 4th. We see the Firebirds leading this game 6-2. And Amu for the Eastern Phantoms, he's back out for his 4th inning of work, as we've seen. A couple of pitchers doing a lot of work. Look, Amu gave up a few runs in the second, but all in all, relatively pretty good job, you would say. But of course, on the other side of things, Central Firebirds, it's all been Kershaw on the mound.
No, I think both guys have pitched really well. So we've just done a little bit of research. 85 pitches is the limit.
Right.
So it looks like both these guys are going to go close to that.
As Ethan Ferguson now at the plate fouls that one off for the first strike.
Ferguson
1-1 count.
Yeah, Ferguson struck out to end the first inning. As he fires another one over the top.
Yeah.
And down to the Kingsway Footy Oval.
Takes it to 1-2. Amu, again, hasn't looked phased all day. Comes set, delivers, pitch. It's up. Takes it to 2-2. Amu, really impressive. Given up 6 runs. Doesn't matter.
And works quick too.
Yeah.
No waste of
Good
time
tempo.
up there.
Yep.
Gets the ball back. And stands up there and throws.
Punchy on the inside half for Amu, and that's going to be out number 1 in this inning.
So that's
the man.
The 6th strikeout for Amu today.
Wow, there you go. We are seeing a little bit of a pitcher's duel here.
He's matching.
That's 6-7? Sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. As we see another Kershaw to the plate. Finlay Kershaw
if you really bring this game down, it's just been 2 triples by the Firebirds that have has really made the difference.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good point. That's a really, really good point. 2 big, timely hits. Finlay Kershaw steps in. That one's just going to go foul.
I should have most definitely bought my track pants.
Yeah.
If you hear anything chattering on the broadcast, that's just me.
Amu delivers that one up. I've been caught out here. I coached here last year, this same tournament, and I tell you what, I regretted it. As Kershaw fouls that one off, a bit of hit and protected swing. Yeah, I scoffed. I said, it won't be cold. What are you talking about? And I remember I was at third base in shorts and a T-shirt, just chattering myself, thinking, how could I be so silly? So I've learnt my lesson. But,
maybe as it rained on my car as I actually drove out of my driveway, maybe that was an indication to go back and get a pair of pants.
Yeah, not a big track pants guy myself, but I tell you what, waking up this morning, I said, ooh, I don't want to get caught out there again. As we see a little bit going on here, some foul balls going back into play and all that. But here's the 2-2 from Amu to Kershaw. That's strike 3, the second out of the inning.
Third strikeout looking in a row.
Amu. So that might be it. I think that is going to be it as we see Papa Watts coming out, make a change.
Bubba Watts.
He's going to shake his hand, and congratulations to Amu on a great outing. Yeah, like you said, there's two big outs, 2 big hits from Central Firebirds that made the difference. But wow, just a fantastic effort for Amu today on the mound for the Phantoms.
Yeah, gave up 6 hits, struck out 8, I think. So
you're going to see the new pitcher for the Phantoms, number 9, Michael Watts. He's going to come in, see if he can contain this Central Firebirds lineup that has swung the bat so well all day.
Yeah, all round good performance. Young Amu should be pleased with what he did out there on the mound today.
Absolutely. I mean, look, we'd been hyping up Kershaw all day, but as you say, there 8 punchies from Amu.
7 in the end.
Oh,
sorry,
7.
I miscounted one.
You've miscounted, but that's all right. I'll give him 8. I'll say he had 8. We can just play him. No one will fact check it. We'll be right. It'll be fine. But what a fantastic effort. He's worked quick. He's pounded the zone. He's done what he had to. And again, just the composure from the kid. He just didn't look phased. Yeah, they got a triple on you. Yeah, okay. Comes straight back, pounds the zone. I mean, that's all you can ask. As Adam Watts is putting his arm around him in the dugout, congratulating him on a good job. Question is, can Phantoms continue to tack away? They need a big inning coming up here. There's not a lot of baseball left. What are we talking? 6 innings here? We're into the bottom of the 4th. They're only really going to have 2 more chances to break this deficit down against the Firebirds. Can they have a big 4-5 run inning here against the Firebirds? We're going to find out after this. But in the box now, it is, I keep wanting to call him Clayton Kershaw, but it is Harvey Kershaw. He's been a star on the mound. Let's see if he can do it with the bat. Comes grounded over to second base. Leaf Morgan makes the throw over to Jones, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning as the Phantoms get out of it. And that's going to take us to the top of the 5th inning. The score 6-2 in favour of the Central Firebirds.
You want to make sure you head into your event with your muscles full of energy but still feel comfortable. If you're still hungry, 1 to 2 hours prior to your event, a small snack will give your muscles a last-minute boost of energy. Easy fueling snack ideas include a piece of fruit like banana or fruit cups, crumpets with a small amount of honey, muesli bars, yogurt pouches, small flavoured milk, a piece of toast with your favourite toppings, or a homemade smoothie.
So back here at the top of the 5th inning in the Development League Grand Final, still sees Harvey Kershaw on the mound. He's had a fabulous performance today, and he's facing Caden Ralph. And as per usual, strike one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little surprised to see him come out. I'm not surprised to see him come out throwing strikes like he has been all day. You have to be close. We saw this with Amu in the last inning, be close to his pitch limit. Of course, Firebirds are just going to let it ride, and why wouldn't you? Because he's done such a great job on the mound. As that one is down for ball 2. 2-1. Strike 2. But hey, as I was saying in the last inning, this is it for it's not all doom and gloom, but for the Eastern Phantoms, big strike 2.
Well, it's
for them. It's they've only got so many options left, right?
Yeah, well, you've only got 2 innings,
runs,
so you've got 6 outs to do whatever you need to do.
You don't want to leave. I'm not a big fan of waiting till the last inning. That's a little bit too scary. That's strike 3 on Ralph. As that's another punchy for Kershaw. Now that's 8. That's 8 on the day. It was 7, but that's 8 for Kershaw. But yeah, look, hey, Phantoms need to get it done. Need to start banging some runs in. Try and cut this deficit down. Keep it close going into that last inning. Give yourselves a chance.
As we now have up Ethan Nurse. Nurse had an infield single in his last at bat.
Got to try and make some contact here. Put the ball in play. Put the pressure on the defense of the Firebirds as Nurse swings and misses on that one. Takes the count to 0-2. Man, it just feels like every time you look up, Kershaw's got him 0-2. Nurse pops that out into right field. It's going to be foul. Here's the 0-2 for Nurse, which is high.
Kershaw struck out 8 today, given up two hits.
Wow.
Has walked 2 and hit 1, so he's very much in the positive column.
Well, you're lucky, Jono. It's another ballerina. It's a 2-2. 1 out on Nurse. That's going to be high again. That's a 3-2. I don't have any funny sayings for a 3-2. I apologise. Bounce full, 1 out for Nurse. Can he get a hit or a walk or something here for Phantoms? He can. Leave that one high. Bit of fatigue. And here we go. I think we're going to see, that might be the end of the day there for Kershaw. We should see a really, really good round of applause from the Firebirds contingent if he is to come off here. And he is. He's going to come off. Big high five from the coach. And all around the ground, a lot of people are applauding him. He's done a fantastic effort. Congratulations to Harvey Kershaw on a great game. The Development Shield Grand Final. The infielders are coming and giving him plenty of high fives, even the opposing coaches. That's awesome. That's what it's all about. We're going to see a new pitcher enter the game.
Yep. The book's not closed yet on Kershaw because he's responsible for the runner at second, but he pitched 4 1/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, walked 3, struck out 8.
Wow.
I'm not sure whether we have player of the day, but if we did, he'd be looking at our best contender at the moment.
Yeah, there's been a couple of big hits for the Firebirds, but hey, it's not over. We've still got 2 innings, like we said. Anything can happen here. It's only a 4-run game. It's just because Kershaw has kept the Phantoms' bats at bay so well in this game so far. But now we're into the bullpen. Now for the Phantoms, this is sort of what I was talking about, right? You got to be sitting there thinking, all right, cool, we got that guy off the mound. He had a great day. Now we've got to get it done. We've got to start putting some bat on some ball, scoring a few runs, putting some more pressure on the Firebirds. As the new pitcher for the Firebirds is Sam Joyce. by the looks of things.
We had Joyce as the catcher, so that means we've got a new catcher behind the plate.
It's Teddy Crosby, I think, by the looks of those glasses.
That is Teddy Crosby, yep. And that brings up
Orlando Messina, another big league name.
And a single out to centre field last inning as he fouls that one off for strike number 1. Strike with a runner.
Ooh. One sort of looked like it got him in the back or the neck. Oh, he's grabbing his arms. Okay, that's good. At least it wasn't up around the head, but it does look like it wasn't very enjoyable for Orlando Messina, but hey, we'll take it. We'll do the Phantoms. Runners on first and second, 1 out.
I'm not sure that I've ever seen a hit by pitch ball that was good. They all hurt.
Some of them I feel like the slower the pitcher sometimes, and not saying it's about Joyce, but in my experience, the slower the pitcher, they stick to you more and they end up... I've woken up the next day with bruises and I go, wait, why am I bruised? Oh, that's right, I got hit. But yeah, sometimes the quicker pitches just sort of glance off you. But, moving on now, we've got Archie Klein at bat for the Phantoms. Good opportunity for the Phantoms.
As we go down low for ball number 1 with runners on first and second. Just looking by the way, or looking at Messina. Looks like the ball must have hit him on the wrist, because he seems to be holding his wrist a little bit.
Yeah,
over there at first.
Past him, it might have, he's put his hands up and it's glanced at his wrist. That's good. Better than hitting him in the neck is a big second swing there from Klein. Second strike there, Klein. He needs to make some contact here for the Phantoms. And he does, but it's going to be pop foul down the first baseline. Hey, he's still grabbing that arm, isn't he? Move it, he's okay. But,
it looks like it's hit the backhand as it's come through. So, yeah, kept his hands up high.
Hey, cold day like this, you're not wearing a jumper like us. Hey, that's hurting.
At least he's wearing pants.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, well. That one gets away. That's going to advance both runners. So now, Phantoms, runners, third, second, 3-1 count. Sorry, 3-2 should be. A 3-2 count. It is. 1 out. Contact here, scores a run. Kind of hoping for a base hit. That one's a ball. That's ball 4. So that's going to load them up with 1 out. Great spot for the Eastern Phantoms. Can they claw back some runs here? And of course, one of the guys responsible for one of the runs already in this game, looks like he's coming up to bat, it's Leith Morgan. He's already got an RBI in this game. Can we see a second one from him?
Brings the tying run to the plate. Move the runners along. You put the ball in play, move the runners along. See what happens.
Big swing. Not his pitch to hit, unfortunately, for Leith. But that come out ready to go. Whoa, whoa. That one's going to be a little bit quick. Umpire wasn't ready.
But the Central Firebirds have drawn their infield in a little bit, trying to cut down the run at home plate. As fires in a strike for a no ball, 2-strike count.
Keep it simple for the Phantoms. We've just got to make contact. That's all we need. Score a run. Trade it out.
And Morgan goes up high and strikes out for the second out of this top of the 5th inning. So exactly what Firebirds needed, not what Phantoms needed.
Unfortunate there, but that's all right. We're going to see Joel Amu come to the plate. Can he help himself out here? He's had a big performance on the mound. Can we see him get some runs with the bat? 2 out, loaded bases. Huge opportunity for the Phantoms.
Pins that one in for strike one.
Well, that's going to skip away, and that's going to score a run. Play at the plate, no luck. So the Phantoms claw back another run, making this a 3-run game now. It's 6-3 on a pass ball there. Orlando Messina, he's standing at third base now. He's still grabbing that arm. I tell you what, I do not envy him. As we said, it's cold, man. I'm not taking any fastball off the arm in this weather. That one's high. Jolamu. Again, just doesn't look phased. Doesn't matter. He's on the mound or if he's hitting in a big spot. 3-1 here. Big swing from Amu, but that's going to be strike 2.
Three and 2 with 2 out here. Runners on second and third. And a big strikeout by Sam Joyce to finish off the inning. Not before the Eastern Phantoms add 1 and are currently down to the Central Firebirds 6 runs to 3.
Good Sports provides a great deal of assistance to all associations.
We're extremely lucky that we've got an organisation like Good Sports that provide us with the education to implement the right policies.
The guidelines and resources that are available to us free of charge on the website are fantastic, easy to navigate, amazing to use, an excellent source of information for our members and our volunteers.
Good Sports has been great because they've been able to provide us a guideline to follow, and it's been a lot easier rather than setting something up from scratch. We've also been able to promote our club and get new members in and sponsors, and to know that we're doing the best we can for the community.
The legal requirements to operate a sporting association are many and varied. Good Sports provides simple, straightforward procedures to ensure that we comply with those obligations.
I don't have any today, right? Did you actually go?
Hey, Dad. Can I have some?
No, love.
Good call, Dad.
It's easier to say no when we all say no.
Welcome back to the Little League Development Shield Grand Final, which currently sees the Central Firebirds up 6 runs to 3 and coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. These games are 6 innings or 2 hours, and I think we're probably easily going to get our 6 innings in today. So Eastern Phantoms will be looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning, and then their chance to level it up in the bottom of the 6th there, Jers.
Yeah, it's gone quick, and I think that's just because there's been so many strikeouts for both pitchers. As we said, Joel Amu for the Phantoms, and of course Harvey Kershaw for the Firebirds. Both started this game and went deep. Plenty of strikeouts, each of them. But we're past all of that now. As you said, this is the bottom of the 5th. Firebirds are up 6-3.
And Michael Watts continues for his next inning of work and gets strike 1 on Sean?
Yeah, Sean Collison.
Sean Collison. I can't read my own writing. Watts delivers, just drops that one in front there, and well blocked by the Firebirds catcher. Just a little bit high there. Get the ball to break down into the zone. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, well blocked behind there by Ben Casuto. So it's a 3-ball, 1-strike count. And that puts the lead-off runner on for the Central Firebirds.
What's his, just a bit of that Roy Halladay type vibe there with the delivery. I don't know if you remember that. That's an old name.
I remember Roy Halladay, yeah.
None of these kids would remember, I guess. But I just saw it and I just thought, oh, hang on, I got a little Roy Halladay type vibe up on the mound there from Watts. Oh, there's a misstep there, but that's all right. Should be strike one and the throw goes over. Oh, I thought there was a chance of getting the runner there. Good backing up from the centre fielder. I tell you what, I don't think there's any good time to be sliding on metal dust, but for some reason, I feel like it would be even worse right now in the cold.
Oh, yeah. Look, people who have listened to me broadcast before will know of my disdain for cracker dust. As that one's hit up to the third baseman, looks back, and then throws it a little bit wide and allows Collison to get round third and scores for the Firebirds. So lots of things happening there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Messina. It's a hard hit ball to him. He tries to look the runner back, looks up, panics a bit, I would say, because the runner made Joyce made his way down the line so well that that drew a bit of an errant throw there from Messina. Allowed a run to score, and then of course now the Firebirds, Joyce on second base, and up to bat is James Lyons as he takes the first pitch for a ball, and the Firebirds are going to steal. They're going to take a base there.
I think that caught everybody, including the Phantoms, off guard.
Absolutely. Now the Firebirds ever pressuring with none out and a runner on third base. Ken Lyons driving another run. That's so valuable, especially this late in the game. Yes, he did. As that run's going to score on a pass ball. Joyce gets home. It's going to be 8-3 for the Firebirds.
Them out of Grand Slam territory.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot for the Phantoms to come back in the top half of the next inning. But hey, stranger things have happened.
Got some defensive changes also for the Phantoms. So
Sort of slaps at that one as a pop fly over to Joyce, who's now playing, Jones, who's now playing second base. For the first out of the inning.
Gus Kelly has moved from centre field to first base, and the catcher Ben Casuto has gone out to centre field. So that means that we have a new catcher. We'll have to get his number in a moment.
That one nearly hits Salvadurai. Salvadurai had a big hit earlier.
Yeah, a bases clearing triple.
Absolutely, that was one of those two triples. Him and Farmer scored a bunch of the runs from the Firebirds. He spits on that one away.
That one goes outside for a 2-ball, no strike count. Bases are empty for the Firebirds, but now have a runner on first as that becomes ball 4.
Teddy Crosby comes to the plate. Got the walkout music. He's still got the shades on. Even though we're under lights, but that's all right. I'll allow it.
There's no sun.
Yep. I'll allow it. When you got a cool name like Teddy Crosby, man, you can do what you want. So here we go. See what the big number 14 can do. He shapes around a bunt. And it hits him. So that's going to take the Firebirds to runners on first and second with 1 out. Watts just struggling a little bit with his command.
And that brings up the original Firebirds lead-off hitter, which is Jay Van Mill. 0 for 2 today. So he'll be looking to drive the ball, see if he can score the runner from second base.
I can feel it, man. Oh. Squibbed that one. Back to the pitcher. Watts picks it up, throws it over to Messina at third base, and that's going to be the second out of the inning.
Nice play there by Watts. Got the lead runner.
Well, I was wrong. I thought I could feel a big barrel there from Van Mill, but it wasn't to be the case. Still, Firebirds, first and second, 2 out. Adam Watts has scored time. He's going to go out and chat or probably make a change. I think with 2 out here, he's maybe got to make a change. Or no, he's just going to have a chat. Calm the boys down a little bit. Prescott, a couple of hits today. Scored a run on a base hit to left field and base hit through the middle or to shortstop previously. So Adam's probably going out there just saying, hey, let's try and induce a soft ground out somewhere if we can. Let the defense do the work.
Prescott 2 for 2 today. That one goes high for ball 1. With the Firebirds having an 8-3 advantage. They got runners on first and second base with 2 out. So everybody will be running on the crack of the bat as Prescott swings over the top of that for a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Just a little bit outside for 2 balls and 1 strike on Zach Prescott. Prescott pops that one up, and well taken there by Gus Kelly to end the bottom of the 6th innings, but not before Firebirds score 2 to go into the last inning, leading 8 runs to 3.
Hydrated is an important strategy to performing at your best. Drinking water is key. Being hydrated helps with your ability to move quickly and easily, your performance. It also helps with maintaining your concentration and coordination. If your urine is pale straw in colour and there is a large amount with no smell, you are hydrated and ready to perform at your best. If your urine is dark yellow in colour, strong smelling, and there is only a small amount, it is likely you are very dehydrated. It is important that you focus on sipping on water in the lead up to your event.
Okay, so we are down to Eastern Phantoms' final 3 outs as they trail the Central Firebirds 8 runs to 3 here at the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, it's exciting. And, of course, thank you to all of you that are watching on either Game Changer or YouTube. If you're watching away on Baseball WA's YouTube channel, make sure you hit like and subscribe. You know all of that. So you can stay up to date with all of the fun that's happening here this weekend. We've got another big game coming up this afternoon. So hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, and the coming weekends because we have the intermediate league starting,
yes.
I think tomorrow.
I'll be down there in Rocco.
Then down at Rockingham, and then Sunday at NSR High Ballpark sees the senior league start as Sam Joyce for the Firebirds fires in strike number 1. And unlucky there for Ben Kasuto, fires one up and well fielded by the Central Firebirds first baseman. So 1 out at the top of the 6th.
It won't be this cold down in Rockingham this time of year, will it? Surely not.
I won't be down at Rockingham. I've got to prepare the field for the senior league.
Paint the grass green.
Paint the grass green. Maybe set the mound on fire.
Yep.
As we did last week to get the big league final played. And strike 1 now to Lachlan Ellis. Yeah, after 120 odd mils of rain down at the field. As Ellis slaps one through to the right fielder. So breathe a bit of life into this game and for the Eastern Phantoms.
Good bit of hitting there from Ellis. He just drives that ball into right field. It's exactly what the Firebirds, what the Phantoms needed. Need a base runner. Can't do anything without him. So we're going to see Watts here. Try and get his team back into this game. He's been trying to do it on the mound. Let's see if the Phantoms can take advantage of the base runner here with 1 out. Big swing there from Watts.
Watts was the first base runner for the Phantoms with a hit by pitch, struck out in his next at bat, and is very quickly in the hole 0-2.
He's got to shorten that swing up a little bit. Try and make contact here. Put the ball in play. Pressure on the Firebirds. Oh, he must have heard me because that one came over towards us.
So from the Firebirds' point of view, of course, the run doesn't really mean anything, so don't focus on the runner.
I don't think so.
Focus on the out.
Mate, you're 2 outs away from winning a grand final here. You're up by 5 runs. It's all about the outs. Just get the lead out. That one's going to get away from the catcher and advance Ellis to second base. You've just got to get outs. It doesn't matter. If you trade a couple of runs here for 2 outs, job well done, you still win by 3 runs. You know? So that's got to be the Firebirds' mentality. And that's going to be a big strikeout there for the Firebirds. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. We'll see if we're right, first of all. Is it 6 or 7? We believe it's 6 innings.
Yes, that's what I was told by one of the umpires.
All right, okay. Who listens to umpires? Come on now.
Very true.
No, I reckon they'll be right. I'm only joking. Love them all. That's right. So here we go. Up to the plate now. Lex Goma. He fouls that one off. Nearly hits Adam Watts in the third base coach's box. He's happy to see Goma swinging the bat like that. That'll take it to 1 strike. Tell you what, 5-run rally here with 2 out would be pretty nasty to watch. As Goma drives that one up the middle, is that going to score Ellis? I think it will. The throw's coming in from center field. Ellis has taken a huge arc, and that ball has been thrown away. And Goma's going to get up to second base. Ellis is pumped. That's going to take him to 8-4, still in favour of the Firebirds. A little late life from the Phantoms. But with 2 out, you have to still think that the odds are still heavily stacked in favour of the Firebirds.
A nice hitting there by Goma, got in the hole and then just laced one out that the Firebird second baseman couldn't handle. I would say that would be a hit. As Sam Joyce then fires strike number 1 to Gus Kelly. And Kelly's very quickly in the hole, so Eastern Phantoms now are down to their last strike. Let's a little bit outside for a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
Good eyes by Gus Kelly. He knows the moment. That pitch is up. He's going to take it back to 2-2.
So Joyce paying no attention to the runner at second base. He understands what he needs to do here.
Pitch up again. Really good at bat from Gus Kelly, who come out down 0-2 early. He's drawn it back to a 3-2, 2 out. Spot where his team needs him. He needs a base hit to keep him alive. It's going to be ball 4. That one's away. Joyce can't believe it. Now, 2 out. Runners on first and second.
Just move the chain along.
That's it. That's all you got to do if you're the Phantoms. I mean, look, would have been great to do it with none or 1 out, but hey, let's get it done with 2 out. Stranger things have happened. We got time called. Coach is coming out to have a chat with Joyce. Just going to say to him, some adjustments. Hey, got to get 1 out, kid. That's all we need. As we see now, Aiden Jones up to the plate for the Eastern Phantoms. Big swing there from Aiden Jones. Swung him out of his batting gloves. Some expensive batting gloves there, as I may have mentioned earlier. The Bruce bolts have come undone. Big swing. Get the straps loose on that one. Aiden Jones looking to square one up. Good spit there on that pitch down and away. Takes it to 1-1.
Yeah, it should never be the case, but the last out is always the hardest in the grand final. You'd think it's just another out. You tell yourself it's just another out. We've done 17 of them so far.
Yep.
And always the hardest.
Leaves that up. Good discipline there from Aiden Jones. Takes it to 3-1. Hey, a base hit here for the Phantoms. We might hear this place erupt. Get a little bit more in the air. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Be able to cut that tension if we get this game a little bit closer.
All the Firebirds all the Phantoms are up in their dugout, so they understand.
See if Aiden Jones can get the job done here for the Eastern Phantoms. That pitch. Going to go in, hit the dirt, and that's going to be ball 4. Bases loaded, so as you said, keep it ticking along. 2 out. There's the next batter up for the Phantoms, Hayden Ralph. Got a huge chance here. 2 out. It's a grand final, last inning. Have I mentioned it's cold? No, I have. But I tell you what, what a great spot.
And the tying runner coming to the plate. So
I tell you what, I might give it a big Santa Maria if we see a grand slam to tie it all up. Of course, big shout out to Paul Persick, who was here yesterday. That one's high. Joyce just lost that release point a little bit here. 2 out. Trying to rush a little. Big swing from Ralph. Not a bad looking swing at all.
Foul tip to the catcher. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs and the base is full. As the crowd starts to get very vocal here.
Yeah, you can hear it.
The Wanneroo Baseball Club.
1 and 2, 2 out.
Phantoms 1 strike. And he's rung him up on an outside pitch. So the tension was there, and congratulations to the Central Firebirds, who are the 2026 Developmental League champions.
Yeah, great game. Great game from both sides, but of course the Firebirds just too strong on this occasion. A couple of big hits there from their team, and of course just attacking them on as they go. But what a great performance on the mound. We spoke about him all day. Harvey Kershaw, what was it, 8 or 9 punchies in a bunch of innings of work?
8 punchies, 2 hits.
2 hits, I mean.
2 earned runs.
What a fantastic job from a young bloke. This has come out, not overpowering, and not to take anything away from him, but he just pounded the zone, got a bunch of strikeouts, and let his bats do the work for him. So fantastic effort. Also to the Phantoms, hold your heads up. played a good game. They were right in it right up until the end, but it's all the Central Firebirds this afternoon.
So congratulations to the Central Firebirds for their win in the Development Shield for 2026. If we get the opportunity, we might stay with the presentations. And that's Bianca Girdlestone, who's a participation manager at Baseball WA, and Gary Arnell will perform the presentations. So, excellent game all round. I think, obviously, Harvey Kershaw on the mound there really set the tone for the day. And in the game, really, you could say there's only separated by 2 triples.
Yeah, and of course, Joel Amu on the Eastern Phantom side pitched a hell of a game too. Yeah,
pitched a terrific game. Yeah, absolutely.
Like you said, 2 triples, right? So you'd say that for them, you're looking at it going, hey man, you gave up a couple of barrels there. That was obviously the deciding factor in the end, but a great job from both starting pitchers. But, Harvey Kershaw got it done for his team. And now we're going to take the big W, and they're going to take home a bunch of medals and look real happy, as you can see them here lining up for some photos. It's awesome to see. The game played in pretty good spirits too, mate.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think it's from what I've seen for the 4 games today, it's really been an outstanding approach by all teams. Obviously, these guys will no doubt be here to cheer on their senior team in the championship, which starts at, I think, 5 o'clock today.
Yeah, it's not far away. So if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Game Changer, get over to YouTube. Go get home, get on the couch, download it onto the TV,
Grab yourself a little blanket.
Yeah, get a little blankie. Maybe bring one up to Wanneroo for us. That'd be lovely. We'd love that. Have we mentioned it's cold? and
I've only got shorts on.
Pop it on to the telly and watch yourself. What's going to be a hell of a grand final here coming up very shortly.
And it's the Eastern Phantoms and Central Firebirds game, but we'll go to the presentation here today. So just recapping, Central Firebirds 8 runs to 4 over the Eastern Phantoms. And again, you Phantom boys, hold your head up high. You played a terrific game today. So nothing there to be ashamed of.
To the umpires, scorers, thank you once again. To Wanneroo, thank you for putting on an awesome venue once again. All right, and congratulations to both the Phantoms and Central Firebirds for making it this far, guys. You've had a wonderful tournament and you've made it to the grand final, so pat on the back to all of you. Well done. All right, if we can have Adam come up from the Phantoms just to say a few words. Sorry. Apologies for the voice, it's just about gone. Congrats Firebirds, great weekend, that was a great outfit, well coached, well drilled, excellent effort, pitching was sensational start, absolutely well done, mate. To my boys, we came in, don't know what to expect. All the boys had an amazing weekend. I think we really put it together the semi last night to get this far. Stuck it to them, right out to the end. We're really proud of what you've achieved over the course of the last year. Onwards and upwards, a couple of boys moving on, a couple of boys that are going around. All right, to the supporters, thank you very much. Phantom Nation is alive. scorers, Wanneroo Baseball Club. Have a great weekend. Thanks very much.
All right, if I can have Cameron come up and say a few words on behalf of Central Firebirds.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to the Eastern Phantoms for the grand final today. It was a really good game. At least it wasn't a blowout. They kept the kids on their feet. You didn't have a coach stuck my hand up. We trained the absolute hell out of you. You responded this whole weekend. Pat on the back to all of you. I'm so proud of every one of you. To my coaching staff, Jacob, Joe, and Kate, you have made this unbelievable this whole weekend for me. I wouldn't be in a position without you guys by my side. So thank you very much. Thank all the supporters who come down today to watch us. I'd like to thank Wanneroo Baseball Club for putting on a great tournament here. Thank you to all the umpires that have umpired us over the last 4 days. That's all I've got.
To all of the players and the staff to win with their medallions.
First off, Jay Van Mill. Zach Prescott. Hudson Priest. Jack Barley. Miguel Kenny. Finlay. Little legend Harvey. Then it was, then it had Ethan. Then I have Sam. James. Byron. And Teddy. Assistant coach, first one, Jacob Priest. I have Joe. And Kate. Can I have both of my scorers up as well? Sally and Brooke.
tonight. If we can have all the families, friends and supporters put your hands together now for this year's 25-26 Development Shield Grand Finalists, Central Firebirds.
So that wraps up our broadcast of the Development League state champs, with the Central Firebirds winning 8 runs to 4. So thank you for everyone who watched, and please join us at 5 o'clock as the Central Firebirds and Eastern Phantoms go at it in the gold medal game for the Little League State Championships. Thank you.